Hi everybody, I'm Laura. Welcome back. I started this video, absolutely hated how it was going, so I'm restarting it. Yes, I already have everything out. I have pulled off some of the briolettes from the April box. I'm just struggling with the last three or... He's in the garage working, okay? We're gonna have to put up with it. The last 3 or 4 boxes creating things with it. This one is no exception to the rule. I really thought I would, be able to make something with no problem with it. And I was wrong. So anyways, I'm just pulling off a length because I really don't know how much I'm going to need. I also have from my Swarovski stash, I don't know if I'm going to use them, a bunch of these square cubes. They're gorgeous. They have a lot of flash to them. I also have some of the Swarovski of the little bicones in red. I'm going to make some drops. These are Swarovski drops. They're very beautiful. They go very well with the briolette. So I want to make this kind of a choker style necklace, and I've cut off about 20 inches because I really don't know how much I'm going to need, and I'm just going to put a clip on it so I don't lose it in the midst of my stuff. First thing we're going to do is take some do I have any? I was just curious what I have over here in the line of head pins. I do have some ball head pins. I'm going to use those. So we're going to get out 3. And we're going to make some wrap. Wow, that one is pretty bent. We're going to warm him up. Kind of get him as straight as possible. Get my and just kind of go around it.
Maybe.
Okay, so Alan is going to run the air compressor. He has a job he has to do, so and yes, a lot of people in this area either call me baby or sunshine, so you're going to hear that a lot if you hear people talk to me. It just is what it is. And a lot of people didn't even know my name until God only knows how many years of knowing me. But so we're going to make 3 drops. Even when I was like up in New York, a lot of people, that's what they called me. I don't know if it's because I was the baby of the family, the little sister. Oh, I was going to make Yeah, we need to make a wrap loop. So let me get my, yeah, we're going to use my round nose pliers. We're going to come here just above there. We're going to make a bend, and we're going to bring this up and around, bring our pliers up, continue our wrap around so that it looks like that. I'm actually going to turn my pliers around. I'm going to hang on to that with my plier. Now, maybe I will use my flat pliers to hold my loop really nice and steady. And then I'm going to grab my chain nose pliers and I'm going to wrap. My grip is not good, so it is what it is. Went yesterday with him down to his cousins, went down to Palm de Terre Lake. It was too cold to even be in a lake. That lake you really don't get into anyways. It's more of a fishing and boating lake. If you're really brave, you can get in it, I guess. It's more of a party lake. People go there and party, that kind of thing. I'm not into the whole party crowd stuff. You know, a lot of drinking and partying goes on down there. I'm just being real careful because I don't want to crack my crystal. So we spent like a half an hour at his cousin's and they had to go somewhere. We left the house at like 9 o'clock and went to his cousin, spent half an hour visiting. Left there, we drove down to a place called Trading Post. It's a gas station. Left there, we picked up something for lunch. Went to part of the lake. Found a place to park that wasn't a campsite. And I'm doing closed loops on these because I want to, I want to use my pliers to wrap these because I want it tight. Can't, obviously park and have lunch someplace in a campsite, but drove around. I don't know what we did. I honestly couldn't tell you. But it may get a little loud every now and then. It's still pokey outy. Then we drove to outside Liberal, Missouri, which is quite a ride to get from that point to there because they have a buffalo reserve and a campsite. Did not see the buffalo. There's not very many. It's where I want to go to camp for my birthday. But they've had a lot of storm damage and floods and a tornado went through, so I kind of wanted to check it out and make sure it's okay to camp. So that's what we did. Left there and came home. So I was literally out of the car one time for half an hour, and we were on the road the entire time. We were gone 11 hours. I was tired, guys. Left at 9 a.m., got back at 8 p.m. I got out of the car for half an hour at his cousin's and got out of the car twice for a few minutes when we picked what we were going to have for lunch, and then come on. Well, that ain't gonna work that way. That needs to come out of there. It's like up in the air. We stopped to, well, I guess 3 times. Once to get like a snack, which we each got a cup of ice cream. And then in Liberal when we got gas before we come home. So long trip, long day. Those are on. Make sure there's no gotchas. Okay. So those 3 are ready. And so that was kind of our day. I want to put these kind of towards the center. I want these like this. I have some of these. These 3 are a little bit bigger, but I want to put like this here. Like so. But they definitely need things between them. And I want to keep everything clear. You know what? Where did I put those? So May 3rd is coming up quickly. I wanted to have a yard sale. I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. I think we're going to use some of these. Let's see how that looks. I think I have more of these somewhere. We'll see. I think I'm going to start by putting one on, putting a brio on. One. One of these. I want to see how that sits. I think that's going to be fine. My biggest question is, how will these all set? I think they'll be all right. Let's go ahead and put the next one on. Oh, you know what I could do? Put one in the middle. Oh, come on. I think I have enough to do this with. And then, whoops. I just literally jumped. I don't know where it went. It went way up there, but that's okay. I'm going to put this on. Put this on. This, I don't know. I may not be able to do that because it won't look right. A small white one. We'll see. A red one. Oh, for Pete's sake, go on there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work because I don't have enough of those small white ones, I don't think. And then a red one, or a dangle. A red one. Let's lay that down and look at that. So I would need a clear one. And are they the same size? No, those are the two bigger ones. So that's the last small one I've got. So I cannot do, because I would need one more small one. Actually, let me see. These are the big ones. Yeah. Okay. I had big ones over there with the little ones, making me throw myself off. So because I would need two and that's only one. And I've been through mine so many times. I know I don't have any more like that. Alright, said I'd check the little bags too. Something I didn't do before. Okay, let me reconfigure that back the way I had it, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, I took the extras off, and this is what we're going to do. It's simply going to be a crystal the briolette with I don't know why I bothered to do this. We're going to put a seed bead, a red, and then we're going to put another one of our drops we made, another red bicone. These are Swarovski. And then we're going to put another seed bead, another red bicone, another briolette, oh wait, I forgot to put my seed bead. Briolette. Seed bead. Bicone. Drop. Bicone. Seed bead. Bicone. Nope. I forgot. We're at the last one, so take that back off. Just like on the other side, we're going to put our briolette. He looks kind of weird. I'm trying to find the drill hole. Let's go ahead and put a seed bead. I'm going to go ahead and put one red one on either end. My fingers are not working, so it is what it is. And then a seed bead. I'm going to clip this end. I know I had another flip right here. I'm going to match up the sides so they're the same. So this is our center focal. I really like that. And I think we'll go ahead and put another briolette. And I think we'll transition to maybe 2, a square. Now I'm going to find out how these squares are going to work. If they don't work, we can leave them out. And then 2, another briolet. Kind of like the different formation that it's giving. I wish I do have more red. They are bigger, but we are going into bigger beads. So let's go ahead and get just a couple more of the bigger red bicones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll give us 3 on each side. That'll help carry the red on through the piece, and it won't look so awkward. So I think we'll go ahead and try that. We'll put 2 a bigger bicone. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it needed. 2. I think we'll do another brio. 2, a cube. I really like the elegance of how that is turning out. So let's continue and get that out of our way. We're not using it. 2, another brio. 2 and a red bicone. Let me get some more of these out. And I don't think I showed you what I was using. They are Toho 110 Inside Color Rainbow Crystal Cream Lined. So we'll spill some out. I think that will be plenty. If not, they're right there. So we're going to add 2 more. A brio. 2 more. A square cube. 2 more. A brio. 2 more. My last red crystal. And then 2 more. And I think I'll put 1 more briolet. And I think I will put 2 more. And then I'm going to I want to make sure I have all the same size on each side first of all. Yeah, those were all 3 small. That would not have been good. So we're going to put 2 on each side. So I'm going to pick up one of the clear, one of the seed beads, one clear bicone, and then I'm going to end with 3 seed beads. And that will end this side. So that's what I have. Get these all out of the way. So that is what, this is the center, and that's what this will look like. I think it's very elegant. I'm going to go ahead and close this and then slide them all down. Give myself room. And then we will reverse all of this. Back up the other way, and I won't keep you for that. Okay, so I have, let me get my, oops, sorry, little crimp beads out. I have 12 inches strung, and this is what it looks like when it's hanging. I think it's very elegant, very sparkly. Let me get rid of my bits and pieces. I did, before I got too far, catch the little oopsie. I don't know if you would have caught it when I was stringing, but I did catch it. It is about 12 inches. So I cut 3 1/4 inches, which will make up for the extra wire here. I am going to be using crimp beads instead of crimp tubes, because this is a finer wire and these are smaller crimp beads. So I'm going to get a couple out, and I'm going to put them on my wire. I have my crimp cover on, and I may have to fold this over. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to grab my crimp bead. I'm going to bring it up to the end. I'm going to squash it down. I do want to make sure it's tight around that wire so that it does not fail. It appears he has that lawnmower running, so you may hear him come back. It's on there tight. Give it a tug test. We're on there good. I'm going to close that up. I'm going to give this a little bit of a hug here. Squash this down. I'm going to let all of this work its way back down to this end. I did put 2 of the larger clear crystal bicones down at the bottom, at the end of the necklace. I have plenty left to make a bracelet or whatever. It won't be with these bicones. I don't think they would make a very good bracelet. I am going to cut a bunch of this off. We don't need this much. We're gonna give it a clip. If I can get it between my pliers, get that excess off. This side we're going to open up really wide. Drop it on. Pick up a crimp bead. Drop it down in there. And I want to make this so it's nice and round. So it'll flow nicely around your neck. This is going to be a choker style. So I want it to be about 20 inches or so. And I'm going to squeeze down on that crimp bead. Really, really well. Turn it around. It's hard to see down in there with it being so shiny inside of there. I'm going to get a tug test. It's on there tight. We're going to clip away our excess. We're going to close this up. Give this a little hug here. Give it a nice little squeeze there. I'm going to put this crimp bead right there. And I have, like I said, 2 pieces of chain already cut. I have some 4mm. I think I got to get one more out. We'll see. Yes, I do. I know I do. We're going to put our chain on because I am going to add a what do you call it? Extender on it, an 1.5 inch extender. So I do want to get, well, actually, no, I don't, because the extender will be fastened with the other one. Don't know what I'm thinking. So we're putting our chains on with a 4mm right onto the crimp cover. And you want to make sure they're closed good. And then I'm going to take this one, which will be the jump ring. It's a 6mm that the clasp will hook into. I'm going to put that on. And I'm also putting my extender chain on also, and I'm going to close it up. Make sure you hear that clicky click. Now, as for my extender chain, I did pick up one of the small clear beads that was between the briolettes and put it on there just for a little bit of a decoration. And then I'm going to put the end of my extender chain on it and close it up. Whoops, wasn't gripping it very good. So there we have the extender chain. Now we're going to put the clasp on. Again, 4mm. Open it. Get it away from my pliers a little bit. Close the thing up. Put my lobster on. Close this up. And we have it done. I like how this looks. Very elegant, very pretty. We've got the Swarovski drops, the little bit of red, the cubes to add different shapes. How pretty is that? I love how this turned out. I need to put everything away now that we don't have a lawnmower in our ears. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye, everybody.